Living off grid often conjures up these images of extreme lifestyles, like surviving without any modern conveniences or isolating yourself completely from society. These myths, while intriguing, are largely misconceptions, although there are those who choose the isolated lifestyle with no running water, power, or other conveniences. So we're going to dispel these myths and shed light on the reality of off-grid living. Myth 1. Off-grid living means primitive living. One of the most prevalent myths is that living off-grid means you must adopt a primitive lifestyle. Many believe that off-grid individuals cook over open fires, wear animal skins, and live in makeshift shelters. While some may choose this route, it is by no means a necessity. Modern off-grid living can include many of the conveniences found in conventional homes. For instance, many off-grid homes use propane stoves, which function similarly to natural gas stoves but don't require electricity. These stoves often have battery igniters, making them highly efficient and user-friendly. Myth 2. Off-grid living requires complete isolation. Another common misconception is that off-grid living means complete isolation from society. People often imagine off-grid homes as secluded log cabins built by hermits far in remote forests. While some off-grid people prefer solitude, many live relatively close to towns and communities, maintaining their social connections and access to services. Off-grid living is more about independence from public utilities than isolation from people. Myth 3. Off-grid living is completely disconnected from modern technology. Many assume that off-grid living means foregoing all modern technology. However, this isn't the case. Off-grid homes can have internet access thanks to technologies like LTE high-speed internet through cell service or satellite connections. Solar panels and wind turbines provide renewable energy, enabling the use of electronic devices, refrigerators, and even washing machines. The key is using alternative sources of power rather than relying on public utilities. Myth 4. Off-grid living is inconvenient and uncomfortable. Some believe that living off-grid means sacrificing your comfort and your convenience. In reality, off-grid homes can be as comfortable and convenient as conventional homes. As an example, many off-grid households use solar power for their electricity, which can support a variety of modern appliances. Propane or solar-powered water heaters provide hot water on demand, and wood stoves efficiently heat living spaces. The goal is to create a self-sustaining home that meets all your basic needs without relying on external sources. Myth 5. Off-grid living is only for survivalists and extremists. Off-grid living is often associated with survivalists and extremists preparing for catastrophic events. And while some off-grid people may want these lifestyles, many are motivated by what they see happening in the world, or a desire for self-sufficiency, or the appeal of a simpler, more sustainable way of life. Off-grid living is about reducing one's traceable footprint and finding personal satisfaction in being resourceful and independent. Myth 6. Off-grid living is inflexible and one size fits all. There is a misconception that there is only one way to live off-grid. In reality, off-grid living is highly adaptable and it can be tailored to personal preferences and needs. Some may choose to live in tiny homes or yurts, while others may build traditional houses equipped with modern amenities. The degree of self-sufficiency can vary, with some relying entirely on renewable resources and others using a mix of renewable and conventional resources. Myth 7. Off-grid living requires unlimited funds and equipment. A common myth is that those who live off-grid have unlimited funds and access to high-end equipment. And while it is true that setting up an off-grid home can require an initial investment, many off-grid enthusiasts find ways to build their systems incrementally and affordably. The reality is that most off-grid families live on modest budgets and they prioritize spending on essential systems over time. They often use secondhand materials, DIY solutions, and creative problem solving to maintain their lifestyle without excessive spending. Myth 8. Off-grid living is only feasible in rural areas. This is a big one. Many people think that off-grid living is only possible in remote, rural areas. But off-grid living can be adapted to various settings, including suburban and even urban environments. Urban off-gridders might rely more on community resources and creative solutions like rooftop solar panels, rainwater harvesting systems, and local gardens. The key is to reduce reliance on public utilities, which can be done in many different types of locations. The myths about off-grid living often come from a lack of understanding and outdated perceptions. Modern off-grid living offers a range of possibilities, from high-tech solar-powered homes to simple, minimalist cabins. It's not about living primitively or in isolation, but about creating a sustainable and self-sufficient lifestyle that aligns with values and needs. And understanding that there are many options to choose from when researching living off-grid may be just the ticket for more people choosing to get off the radar and create their own unique off-grid life.